curl my hair with me to break up with my boyfriend. So yesterday I was over at his house and he was and so I went on his phone to add my friend on Snap because I didn't have my phone. We have a rule in our relationship where you can have girlfriends but you can't make any new girlfriends. And I had just picked him up from a party and I see a video from this girl. And so I opened the video and it's just like her like doing a peace sign with fireworks in the background. And I knew that like he didn't like her or anything. I went through their saved in chats, which I'm allowed to go through his phone, but he's always said I can't go through his camera roll. And I went through his saved in chats with this one girl and I saw a video of him vaping, which he told me he quit. That's a rule for me, like I'm not gonna be with someone that vapes or smokes or like does that type of stuff. So this may have been wrong of me to do, but since I was like, okay, he's already lying to me about stuff, like I need to go through his phone. So I do end up going through his camera roll and I'm scrolling and I see a picture of him laying down with two girls laying down on each side of his stomach, like right here, and him going like this. So I'm completely sober, but I wake him up and I'm like, you need to wake up and you need to sober up. So I'm giving him bread, I'm giving him water, and then I'm letting him sober up. But then I start crying and so he's like, did I do something? And I was like, yeah, you did. But since I was crying, I like didn't want to talk about it till I was done. So he like was freaking out. So that day that he had that picture with those two girls, I knew that he was with two of these friends, and I'm not gonna say their names, but I was like, what did you do at that friend's house with those two girls? And he was like, what do you mean I didn't do anything? Like I told you I went to the car when they got there. And I was like, okay, so we're lying. And I was like, did you touch them? And he was like, I dabbed them up, so yeah, I touched them. Don't mind the baby crying. But then I was like, so you didn't do more than dab them up? You didn't touch them any more than that? And he was like, no, I didn't. And I was like, do you promise? And he was like, Emma, I swear, like what's going on? And so I gave him a chance to be honest, and since he wasn't, I got so upset. And so before I gave him his phone back, I had sent the photo to me on Snap, and so I was like, hey, can you open like me on Snap and text my phone? And he was like, sure, what do you want me to say? And so he went to the thing and he saw the picture. He was like, are you talking about this picture? And then he starts lying more and he was like, I sent that picture to you because I wanted to be honest with you. And I was like, I sent that picture to myself, like what are you talking about? And he was like, oh, well, I don't know. And then he starts crying, like begging me not to leave, saying that like he needs me and I'm the only one that he loves. Just so much bull. Keep in mind, guys, this is like the only guy I've ever loved. So it's like kind of hard to like end things. And so he was like, Emma, I will do anything for you to stay with me. I won't go out for the rest of the summer. I won't ever hang out with those two guys again, which one of them is his like bestest friend ever. He's like, I'm willing to ruin my relationship with my best friend for you. So he's telling me how he's willing to do like anything to have me not break up with him. And again, since like I really like him, I set a bunch of rules, like how I need his Snap password and he can't hang out with those two friends anymore, and that he like can't go out at night unless it's with a friend that I trust, and just a bunch of rules. And it sounds kind of controlling, but he did cheat, so I feel like it's fair. So of course I was still like really sad, but I set a bunch of rules and I was like, you have to do all this. And he was like, okay, like I'm completely fine with it. And so we were fine, and then today I was very upset about it again, and I saw that he had deleted the photo that I sent to myself. So this morning I was like, send that photo to me, and he was like, no, like it doesn't matter, like you're acting like I like hooked up with them, which like he said that he just took that photo because they like asked him to flick up and he was just like whatever, like he was drunk, but that's not an excuse. So I was still like upset with him this morning, but then now he's like upset with me, and I'm like, what did I do? Like, I didn't do anything wrong, because he left me unopened. Like, with my chat, it just said me okay, me saying okay, and I was like, why are you leaving me unopened? I didn't do anything. And he was like, I don't want to have the conversation because I know how it's gonna end. And I think he means me breaking up with him. So I call him, and I'm like, tell me, like what's wrong? And he's like, I really don't want to talk about it. And I was like, we're gonna talk about it. So I told him that I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna go pick him up, and we're gonna talk about it. And so I'm like 99% sure it's gonna end up in us breaking up. But even though I'm gonna be really sad, it's okay, because I know that I deserve better, and I know that eventually I can find better, but I'm gonna focus on myself first. Okay, here's the final look. Keep in mind, this is the same guy that constantly bought me flowers, complimented me all the time, basically did whatever I said, and always tried to make me happy. So just keep in mind, don't trust guys, like, ever.
Tell you guys about the time I made a diss track and got suspended for it.
Treat the acne, Sarah B.
Okay, so this story starts my sophomore year of high school, and basically this new kid moves to my school, right? Tell me why when this kid comes, he immediately starts being racist. Like, I'm telling you, I could be walking down the hall and he will be making monkey noises as I walk past. So I was already down to throw hands from day one. But the only thing is, this was a boy and not a girl. So basically he can get away with being a bitch. And I couldn't do anything about it. And I just had to clench my fist. Guys, I remember once he texted me on Insta and he literally sent me a gif of like a whip. Like a slave master and a whip. The audacity is crazy. Okay, so the story really starts when one day I was sharing the same class as him and he started to say shit like, oh, where's your dad? Bitch, my dad is right here. Like, what are you actually talking about? But basically he was like rage baiting me the whole time. I fell for that shit. I was actually trying so hard not to tweak out, like, you guys don't understand. It just makes me mad even thinking about it, like, I can't. But then basically we leave the classroom and I find him again outside of the class. And I had this little fight video of him in my phone. And so when I find him outside, I show it to him like this. And I can see he gets hella pissed off because in the fight video, he gets his ass beat. Y'all, this man says, show me again. Tell me why he smacks my phone out of my hand and it shatters. So basically, this kid broke my iPhone, right? I'm talking about I can't even use the screen without glass getting in my finger. So I'm like, oh. So then I show him my phone and I'm like, you broke my phone, are you gonna pay for it? He was like, I'm not paying for that shit. You're not paying for what? So then I took my ass over to the office and I was like, so-and-so broke my phone. Guys, tell me why the office literally does nothing about it. I end up calling my parents and then my parents are mad at me, telling me that I started it. I was actually so flabbergasted. I was like, this cannot be happening because why is nothing being done about this? So then as a little joke, like one day in class, I started to write a song. One thing about this guy was that he had like really bad acne. So I named the song Sarah V. Guys, I'm telling you, this was a whole production. Like, I would film a music video at school and like record at the same time. And like, I was promoting the song like in all my classes, like on the whiteboard. Like I would write like, oh, Sarah V coming this Friday. So finally it gets to the day when I drop the song, right? Tell me why I'm immediately escorted to the office. And I'm walking past and I see my mom sitting there. And I could hear her like watching the music video like in the office. And so basically like they tell me like, oh, this is cyberbullying, like you can't do this. But what about when he broke my phone? Where was all this energy then? Like, guys, as I'm still in the office, like I can hear this man outside and someone tells me, oh, his dad is outside. And I can hear his dad basically being like, where's that bitch? Where's that bitch? Guys, I was literally like 15 or 16. Basically, I had him and his family hella heated, okay? That's how you know I did a good job, like. And so basically they tell me I'm gonna get suspended for 3 days. The way the song wasn't even that serious and it was just funny was so like unnecessary. Guys, and the funniest part out of all of this is that he went and got a dermatologist after I made that song. Okay, moral of the story, don't fuck with me or I will make a song about you. But anyways, that's the end of the video, and as always, love you guys, bye. While I get ready, why not talk shit at the same time? So one thing or person that has been really pissing me off lately, guys, ever since I posted the Sarah V video, his best friend has been in my comments. Like, this is for bad bitches only, get out of here. But guys, on like every video that I've talked about him, he's been in the comments. And I'm like, I don't want to be messy, but like it's taking everything in me not to be messy. Like, guys, tell me why I clicked on his account. I kid you not, it's all like videos and pictures of him like kissing his friend. But like he used AI to do it. Like, I wish I was making this up. Like, you're in my comment section trying to be messy, but you're on your TikTok kissing your friends without really kissing them. God, the way I can clock this man so hard. But I'm low-key thinking I might unblock him just to be shady. Like, do you ride for your homies or do you ride your homies? Like, I'm debating whether or not I should tag him in the caption or in the comments, because I need y'all to see exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Because one thing about me, I do not play when it comes to having receipts. Literally, why is he acting like his minion right now? Baby, no one asked you to come here and do his dirty work, okay? But anyways, that's the end of the video, and as always, love you guys, bye.
Hey guys, get ready. I want to talk about how I'm grounded again. This situation makes me so mad because it's literally so unfair, the reason why I got grounded, and I'm just so freaking upset right now. Okay, so basically last night my house got TP'd, and I know who it was, but like I don't care enough to drag names into this, so we're not gonna talk about that. But anyways, the people that TP'd my house like did it really early to the point where my parents were still up, so they had already like been caught and whatever. And then my parents go back inside and I start cleaning up the mess, and then their car keeps like coming back. I want to say their car came back like 5 or like 3 times, somewhere around that, and they just kept throwing toilet paper outside the windows. And so like I don't know if my friend is like slower or something, but she picks up a brick and throws it at the car. Anyways, obviously that causes like severe damage to the car, and then like all you can hear is like them saying they're gonna fight us or whatever. And so obviously like someone went inside to get my parents because like I had no idea what was going on because I didn't even know a brick was thrown at the car. So I go to look at the car and it's like damaged pretty badly. Like it's not like super terrible, but like obviously it's gonna be expensive to repair. Like it's not like it was like a whole side. It was like lower, and it was still pretty bad. And so obviously like when my parents get out, they're pretty freaking pissed because one of my friends basically just vandalized a car. Like obviously toilet paper is still vandalizing, but like not damaging. You can pick that up. Anyways, everyone just walked in here and now I'm even more pissed. Okay, I don't really remember where I was at in the story, but the cops get called obviously because they're not leaving our house and because of like my friend who vandalized their car. Anyways, here's the part where I come in. So basically like I try to tell my mom I'm sorry, and that like I explain like what happened and stuff, and like how I like had no clue this was gonna happen, and like how I was completely blindsided by everything. And she's just like, Hope, what the fuck did you do? Like, you knew this was gonna happen, didn't you? And I was like, what? I literally had no fucking clue. I'm sorry, guys. I literally had no clue. Like, I'm like just so mad right now. Like, I just like can't even, I don't know. I don't even care about the TPing. I care about the fact that I'm grounded. Well, I kind of do care about the TPing because it's like not like it's my parents' house, but like I just don't. It's not like I was the one who picked it up. So anyways, back to the story. I just like keep trying to like apologize and stuff, and she's like, if you say one more word, you're grounded. Well, clearly like I said another word, cause like I was like, but mom, like I just want to let you know I'm sorry. I said something along the lines of that, and then I guess that literally gets me grounded. Okay, I don't know where I was at, but I think it was at the part where she says something about like me being grounded if I don't shut my mouth. Anyway, so after all that, like fast forward to the next day, which is today, I literally wake up. The first thing I do is I go downstairs. I'm like, hey mom, like I'm so sorry about last night. I didn't like know any of that was gonna happen, and like I was basically apologizing for something I didn't do because I honestly literally didn't do anything. And she says something like, I forgive you, but you're still grounded. And so obviously I just like literally go off the rails. Like I honestly don't even know. When I get mad, like I start crying, so I literally just started freaking like tears are pouring down because I was just so freaking mad because like I literally did nothing. Now here's what she told me about like why I was grounded. She said something about me hanging out with people that do stupid shit like that. That's why I'm grounded. I never thought in a million years that my friend would throw a brick at a car. So I'm grounded because I hang out with people who do stupid shit like that. But that's like the first thing that's like ever been brought to my attention. And so obviously like me and them are not allowed to hang out like at all, and I don't know when we'll ever be able to hang out again. But this literally feels like freshman year all over again. So I'm like hoping I don't go into another depression of feeling alone. Because freshman year I quite literally had nobody because I wasn't allowed to hang out with him. I mean, I have more friends now obviously, but like I just don't want that happening to me again. Anyway, so last night I had reached out to the guy whose car was damaged, and like I literally apologized on my behalf. I mean, I didn't even do anything obviously, but like I felt insanely bad. Like if the roles were reversed, I would have been in tears because my car got damaged. I honestly just wish my house never got TP'd because then I wouldn't be grounded. So like I literally just hate everybody right now. Like I'm just so done. Anyways, I low-key think I deserve an apology too because now I'm grounded. No, I'm just kidding, but like still, I'm still mad. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I got grounded from the gym again because I don't even know. I don't even know if that's normal. Like, do you guys get grounded from the gym? If I do, I will actually, like, I don't even know. Like, I'll just, like, I don't know. But anyways, like, I hope you guys enjoyed me wanting to die in a hole, basically. But anyways, all is forgiven to people who TP'd my house, even though, like, I didn't get an apology. But just hopefully this doesn't happen again, and that, like, I'm on good terms with everyone who did that, because I don't want my house getting TP'd again.
This girl pulled out a knife on me in front of the whole school. So me and this girl named Serena was never cool. Like, she would always be real disrespectful, rolling her eyes at me, you know, disrespecting me, you know, talking to me crazy. But one day, it all came to a stop. Like, I said no. She crossed the line one day and said something slick about my mama. Like, y'all know, as girls, we do not play about our mamas unless you just got mommy issues. But you know what? So I tried to ignore her, right, and walk past her. And tell me why this girl said, that's why you got held back 3 times. Boom. Time skip to the next day. Serena was nowhere to be found. Suddenly, she walking towards me. And I just knew something was about to go down, so I'm low-key preparing myself, right? Tell me why this girl stops. Instead of seeing anything, she pulls out a whole knife on me in front of the whole school. So everybody started screaming, running. The police got involved. And, of course, the psycho got expelled. Like, what? And then a few weeks later, she DM'd me saying she was gonna me, and I haven't seen her since. But of course, this is not my story time. This is a story time by Anonymous that got sent to me, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Story time on how I shot my pants at school my 10th grade year. My mom couldn't come pick me up because she was out of state. Also, get ready with me. And good morning. Now, I was going to keep the story to myself because I didn't want people from my school to see, but I'm entering my senior year in a month, meaning I don't give a fuck about any of them niggas. So one morning during my 10th grade year, I was feeling the bubbly guts. I was feeling like I was finna shit. But it was like early in the morning and I was thinking in my head like I should not go to school. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was feeling pretty bad. Like not like bad, but I was borderline finna go to summer school. Like, I could not miss a day. Then it was the last week of school. I didn't have any room to miss a day, okay? So I get on the bus and y'all, my stomach is like rumbling and I ain't hungry. You know that bubbly feeling you get in your guts when you about to let out a mean ass fart? Yeah, that's the bubbly. And it was like that for the majority of the day. But the thing is, no farts were coming out. Like, it was just the same bubble. So all day, I'm just grinding. I feel like shit. But I'm grinding. Like, I'm not trying to go to summer school. So I'm just grinding. So now it's lunchtime. And it was a B-day, which means I got to see my mysterious senior fine. I miss him. But now he graduated. And he got a college girl now. Okay, y'all, so I'm with mysterious senior fine shit, right? And this is where I made the biggest mistake. I'm thinking that the bubbly feeling in my stomach is hunger. I'm not thinking that it's shit. I'm thinking, okay, I'm hungry. Let me go get some school lunch. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm not the school lunch type of girl. But in this scenario, I needed food. Because my stomach was rumbling all day. I'm like, let me go feed myself. Let me go put some in my system. Y'all, there were so many options. There were so much I could have gotten. But I decided to get the beef nacho. The beef nacho. Y'all, I'm fucking them nachos up in front of fine shit. I'm fucking them nachos up. They must have put crack in them nachos because I fucked it up every time. So y'all, I'm eating my nachos and I finish it, but my stomach is still bubbly and it gets even more bubbly. I'm like, how am I still hungry? So I asked fine shit for his nachos. I'm like, babe, please give me your nachos. I finished my nachos and I finished fine shit nachos. Now I got 2 sets of nachos in my system and my shit's still bubbling. And it keep bubbling and bubbling. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm just greedy. I'm just greedy. Something wrong with me, but no. That was shit building up. So me and fine shit just talking before he gets drafted to college, and y'all, I gotta sneeze. Bad. You know, I was trying to sneeze all cute in front of fine shit. Like, I was trying to hit one of my I sneezed like but I was gonna hit a cute. Okay. I should have just sneezed. No, I should have hit a because I did it and I sneezed. That's all you heard back there. That's all. Y'all, I farted so hard in front of fine shit. Like, he tried to make me feel better and laugh it off, but I could see in his eyes he was disgusted. I could see in his eyes this was the last time he was gonna be speaking. But something was really peculiar about this fart, and I'm not trying to sound like a pick me or nothing, but when I fart, like, it's slick, don't be smelling like nothing. Like, it has a little smell, but it's not like stinky. But this fart, it smell like straight dog. Hey, y'all, fine shit smelt it too. Like, oh my god. So good thing the bell rung. Oh, by the way, he never talked to me again after this. So the bell rung and I'm still smelling my ass. That's like, I know that fart didn't stink that bad. Like, I'm still smelling shit. So y'all, I go to the bathroom to try to figure out what is going on. I see straight shit. Like, I'm like, bro, like, what do I even do in a situation like? So of course I don't want nobody else smelling this shit. Like I don't want nobody else smelling. So I just stay in the bathroom for the rest of the day. But the thing is, I missed the class I was failing. I literally skipped the class I was failing. I didn't get to do any makeup work. I didn't get to turn in any missing assignments. But towards the end of the day, this lady came in to like do a bathroom check. I don't know why she came in the bathroom, but like she seen me like sitting on the bathroom floor, and she called my mom and told my mom I was skipping, and I got my phone taken. So I got my phone taken for skipping class because I shat my pants and I didn't want anybody else to smell it. If you ask me, I don't think I'm in the wrong here. I don't think I'm in the wrong. If anything, I think I did an act of service. I don't think I should have got my phone taken. Anyways, if you made it to the end, comment a brown emoji for a follow back, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey y'all, get ready with me. I am super duper late to school because you are not going to believe what happened to me this morning. So I woke up at a pretty decent time, and all of a sudden I wake up with my ear bleeding. Y'all see this hole right now? Y'all see this hole? Yes, I woke up with my ear bleeding. And at first, my earring, I had my second piercing, and it wasn't there. I was like, what happened to it, right? And I woke up with it, like, hurting. And I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense because the earring backing is there. And at first, I was kind of slow with it. I was like, wait, what? Maybe I, like, tossed and turned in my sleep. And, like, it yanked off because it was bleeding. And I was, like, really scared because I was like, what the hell? I was putting tissue on it and everything. But then I realized that the backing is still on my ear. Like, the butterfly backing that it has and, like, the earring, like, the backing of the earring. So I was like, no way. No way. I felt my ear and the earring was stuck in my ear. I'm about to show y'all the earring. All right, so this is what the earring's supposed to look like. This was stuck in my ear. Like, this whole part was stuck in my ear. I was feeling it, bro, and there was, like, a ball in my ear. And I was like, no way. I had to think twice. And at that same period of time when it happened, when I was trying to, like, wiggle it out, I was feeling sick all of a sudden. So that was an extra 10 minutes that I could have used for getting ready. And I'm so late to school, y'all. It is 8:11. So this was the earring that was stuck in my ear, and this is what it's supposed to look like. Yo, when I felt it, I was like, no way. Like, it was just no way. Like, no way that was stuck in my ear, bro. No way. And on top of that, at that same time when I was, like, wiggling out and trying to, like, get it out, I was feeling sick too. So I was, like, on the toilet for a good, like, 10 minutes. But then my dad came with tweezers and stuff like that, and he was just, you know, yanking it out. He put ice on it to numb it and everything. It was just a whole big process, bro. It just took up. I'm surprised I didn't have to go to the doctor, but he got it out. It's just swollen. It's so swollen now. Like, oh my God. But yeah, that was just an interesting morning. Y'all do not understand how late to school I am. I'm so late. It is 8:14, and I'm supposed to be there by 8:30, and I still haven't done my hair yet. We ain't showing no remorse. That's what I broke her back in the mid-back. Chef G. I put this on it, some bacitracin, and yeah, and I put peroxide on it too to make sure that it doesn't get infected any more than it is. But yeah. These gummies are so good. They're not even gummies, they're multivitamins. I've been eating them like a candy though. I need to stop doing that. For real though, I gotta lock in because I'm mad late. It's 8:20 right now. Ooh, I already have mad latenesses already. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a detention. Whew. Whoa. You're late as fuck. It is 8:28 right now. I'm supposed to be there, but you know, one thing about me is I'm gonna take my time when I get ready. The fuck? But thank God I have a free first period, so I won't be late to like any classes, just to my homeroom. But yeah, I'm almost done here. I'm just gonna like brush my hair, and yeah, that's the hairstyle for today, y'all. Something calm, you know, something new. Actually, I never tried like the slick back over here, but yeah, y'all, I need to go. Oh my God, I keep saying that, but I'm really just gonna keep taking my time, like. Just do my lashes, you know, brushing them. Alright, so I'm about to leave. So alright, so thank y'all for watching. Bye, pretties and uglies.
Ready with me while I talk about how I literally got harassed by some random mean girls at Hollister today. So basically I walk into Hollister and I'm just kind of looking around. I head towards these like zip up sweaters because they were cute, and then I see these 3 girls and they're looking at the bikinis and they're like looking at me weird, and I'm like, I don't know you, I don't even live here. So there were 3 girls, 2 brunettes and 1 blonde. We're gonna call the one brunette tube top and the other one jeans shorts. So basically the blonde whispers something to jeans shorts and jeans shorts whispers something to tube top. They look at me and they all start laughing. Now I kind of was like, oh, why are they laughing in my direction? But then I kind of brushed it off because I was like, yeah, the world doesn't revolve around me, duh. And then I'm looking at this sweater. I think it said like a date on it, and it was cute, and I'm pointing it to my dad. I was like, oh my god, like this is so cute. And tube top comes up to me. So tube top, she basically just bumps into me and I just move over and I'm just like, okay, it was an accident, whatever. You know, tube top, she's looking at me like, and then she's looking back at her friends and her friends are now looking at me. So I just go, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you, even though it was her. And she goes, oh, you should be. Oh, who is you? Who is you? So I kind of just walk away from them and then they just start laughing, like hysterically laughing. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm walking away from you guys because what are you doing? So I go over to the table of like the reversible tube tops, and the 3 girls are on the other side of the table and they're kind of just chatting. So like I go to grab like one of the, what's it called, like the reversible tube tops, and jeans shorts grabs the yellow one before I can grab it. So I was kind of just like, okay, whatever. It was an accident. We went for it at the same time. I'm not big on tube tops, but I wanted to feel the material just to see if I even like it. I go to grab another one, and one of the girls, I think it was the blonde girl, she goes to grab it. And I'm kind of just like, okay, are we being serious right now? Like, be women, please. So finally, my dad, he walks over and he grabs one of the tops, and those girls obviously don't grab it from him, and he hands it to me. And I'm just like smiling at them because I'm like, I'm not playing your games. You guys are being weird. I am tired. I walk away from these girls. They start laughing again, and I'm like, okay, y'all can do what you want. So I walk away from them. Now I'm going to the clearance section, and I'm flipping through, and they follow me there. So I turn to my dad and I go, we're leaving. Like, I'm done, I'm leaving. I genuinely can't make this up. After I said, let's leave, the blonde girl whispers to her friend and go, good, she's leaving. I do not know you. Bro, I do not know you. Stop. I'm not gonna be your entertainment at the mall today, so I leave. Like I'm not entertaining you. I'm not being your little joke. So yeah. That is it for my Get Ready With Me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing night and peace out.
Get ready with me while I tell you the story time of when I found out I first started my period. Okay, so this was 2 years ago, which is quite surprising because I'm 16, so like I started pretty late. And it was around these times in the holidays and we were in Paris. Before I continue though, if this is on your For You page, make sure you comment For You page. I'm trying to notice and follow you guys back. Okay, so it was our first day in Paris actually, and we were just traveling around Paris, and like we went to some museum, and all I did was just complain and my parents didn't understand. When I tell you guys I was so moody, I was so tired, and I just couldn't be asked to walk around Paris. Everyone was just getting on my nerves, okay? So it comes to like the evening and we sit down at some restaurant. Everything started to calm down, like I felt so much better, and I was trying to connect to the internet because I had this like argument with my boyfriend at the time and we basically broke up then. Obviously I didn't tell my parents about it because like, you know, when you get back together and stuff, like I just didn't want to tell my parents for sure because I wasn't sure as well. So I was like, yeah, that's why I'm moody, like. And I would just like randomly burst out crying for no reason in the middle of the day. It was just actually terrible. We were in the restaurant for quite a while because we were waiting for the Eiffel Tower's lights to come on so we could go see that. So I remember we were waiting quite a while in that restaurant, but I didn't mind it obviously because I had Wi-Fi and I was able to like text my boyfriend. And by the way, the whole plan of the day was to literally spend the day out and then wait till the lights turn on. So I wanted to take pictures, so I dressed up in a nice white tracksuit. So it has got to around 30 minutes before the lights turn on and we started to make our way to go to the best spot that we could find to see the lights. We were walking as well, so as we're walking I just feel really weird, like I have to pee, but then it's like I already peed myself and I was like, what the hell is going on? And once again I wasn't thinking anything of it, so we went to like this nearest toilet. It was like a public toilet, and obviously I take my pants down, yeah, and guess what I see? Blood, and it's literally coming through my pants. I couldn't believe that my parents didn't see it or didn't tell me. So I take off the hoodie and wrap it around my waist, and then so you can't see the blood stain. And then I go to my mum and I whisper to her and I tell her, please don't tell dad. Like, I was so embarrassed for some reason. I mean, fair enough, but now that I think of it, I would literally tell my dad if I need help, you know what I mean? And my parents keep no secrets in between them. So when I told my mum, she was just trying to find the nearest pharmacy, or like, she didn't have any on her, like pads. So she was just trying to find the nearest pharmacy, and my dad was so confused on why. But anyway, so we found the nearest pharmacy and I stayed in the toilet. And then my mum came back to me and we actually made it on time to the Eiffel Tower to like see it shine. And then in the pictures, actually, I have one picture where the blood shows and I was like, oh. But yeah, I got one more tip for you guys. If you ever think you're going to start it or you haven't started it yet and you think you're getting to it, then make sure you carry with you pads anywhere you go. But yeah, if you watch till then, make sure you put the white heart emoji. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Bye.
This girl wanna catch me outside and beat my ass, so get ready with me. I'm just kidding, y'all. But this girl do want to beat my ass, though. And it's not my fault. Like, I be coming on here with these story times, and it don't be my fault. Like, I don't be the problem. Okay, so I had posted on my dump page, right? And I have this mutual that's dating my other mutual. Heavy on the mutuals. I don't know these people in real life, okay? And they've been together for a minute. Like, they're always posting each other. So I knew that they was together, okay? And I'm not sure if the guy knew that I knew that they was together, but he had replied to the post. Like, he sent me my post, and he just said, oh my God, with the period at the end and heart eyes. First of all, before I continue the story, this is exactly why I don't want a man, because this how niggas be. Like, you've been with the same girl for, it had to have been over a year. It's just been years. And you still sliding up on other, like, I could not. Like, these niggas ain't shit. Like, no, all the niggas ain't shit. All. Anyway, so me being who I am. Me being who, on God, I don't respond. On God, on my mom, on my dead granny. On my dead granny, I did not respond. But what I did do is, I took a screenshot of the message. And I waited a day to send it to the girlfriend, because I was kind of like contemplating, because every time I like get in situations where like I'm in trouble or like drama, it's because I insert myself in situations that I don't need to be inserting myself into. Like, I'm always trying to be Captain Save a nigga, and like, it's a bad habit of mine, but it's like, so like at first I was like, nah, I'm not gonna tell her, like, I'm not gonna be messy, whatever. But then I called my homegirl and I told her like what happened, and she was like, you need to tell her because she told me to tell the girl that her man texted me heart eye. And you know what? I didn't think it was a bad idea anyway, because girls for life. You know what I'm saying? So I text the girl off my dump page on some calm shit. I didn't even do the hey boo. I didn't even hit her with a hey boo. I just got straight into it. Like, no edging. I just said it point blank. Like, sent her the screenshot like, hey, I know y'all are together, but he's texting me heart eye. First of all, this motherfucker left me on red for 3 hours. Motherfucker left me on red for 3 hours. And at first, I thought, like, she left me on red because, like, she called her man immediately. And they were like, you know what I'm saying? And after 3 hours of pondering, she texts me back. She says, well, why are you following him? So your long head ass mad at me because yo man texted me first? Mind you, we've been mutuals for so long. Like, I don't even know why that was the first question to pop up in her head. Why are you following him anyway? We've been following each other. Like, I don't know. I didn't even know what. Mind you, me and that boy have never spoken. Like, we've only been mutual. So that's what I told her. I was like, we've never spoken before. Like, we've just been following each other for a minute. She replies and says, matter of fact, no, let me. Well, why the fuck are you following him anyway? Clearly you had malicious. She didn't even spell malicious. Right? She said malicious. It's malicious. Wait, malicious. You didn't even spell it right, ho. Clearly you had malicious intent. Stop playing with me. So I'm still over here trying to defend myself. I don't know why, but I'm sending her screenshots that I've never texted him. Like, even when he texted me the heart eyes, like, I didn't respond. Like, we've never spoken, and I'm trying to show her that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want no beef. I don't want no issues, okay? Because guess what? If I get into a fight, my ass is getting beat. Look at me! Look. This is me flexing as hard as I can, on God. On God. I'm cooked. So it's like, I'm trying to, listen, I don't want no smoke. Y'all, I knew this was gonna happen, and I knew I shouldn't have texted the girl, and I wasn't going to, but I was trying to. So we just started going back and forth. I think she saw it as an argument. I just saw it as a simple conversation, okay? So at the end of us going back and forth, she ends off the conversation by saying, please don't ever, ever let me catch you outside. Mind you, her man texted me. I didn't even, okay, if I responded and was flirting back, this situation would be entirely different. But it's the simple fact that I didn't respond, and I'm just trying to tell you that your man, I don't know how this ended up being my fault. I don't know how this ended up being my, but this the last time. I'm trying to be captain. Save a nigga, save a hoe. I don't care. I'm done trying to be captain. I'm done. See, now I gotta watch my back for this illiterate ass, long head ass, double chin having ass, I'm done. And you know what though? Even after all the cussing me out and shit, because I had a lot to say. But I didn't even want to do too much because if I got sent screenshots of my man doing some shit like that, I would be mad as fuck too. So I was trying to be sympathetic kind of, because it's I get it. Okay, I get it. But it's that was mad disrespectful for no fucking reason. I don't get it. And why the fuck is my deodorant? Have y'all been peeping it? Why is my... Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye!
It's 3 a.m. and I'm getting kicked out of my house. According to my landlord, there's this thing that kind of sounds like vent, but it starts with an R, and apparently I should have been paying it, but I was thinking it was a scam, so I didn't. Because I've genuinely never heard of having to pay for the place that you live in. That literally makes no sense. All you're supplying me is the walls. I bought everything else. Now he's coming up to my door in the middle of the night tweaking, saying that I have to be out by 4 a.m. So here we are. I just really hate how nobody told me until now. Last month, my landlord did text me rent in caps 10 times. But how was I supposed to know what that meant? And he had threatened me with an eviction notice, but the only eviction notice I've ever heard of is that one game that I used to play on Roblox. It's not my fault that you weren't clear. And I also feel like it's low-key inconsiderate. You couldn't have waited until I got 8 hours of sleep to kick me out. And he's claiming that I signed a lease, but I didn't know I had to actually read it. You know how Apple gives you that long list of terms whenever you update or get a new phone? I thought it was something like that, so I didn't really sit down and read it. I don't know why he didn't just ask me to read it. I would have said yes. If I knew that I would have had to have paid to live here, then I would have said no and just looked for somewhere else. And as you can see, I still have a good amount of packing to do. So I guess I'll just see you in my new place. But we are finished. Deuces, deuces, and deuces.
Get ready with me while I tell you guys the story on why, to this day, I still cannot sleep with all of the lights off. A couple months ago, I told this exact story to you guys, but my best friend was telling me about her weird, creepy experience with a different little boy that she babysat. So I was like, okay, maybe I should retell it on TikTok. Because when I tell you I still have nightmares about this little boy, I still have nightmares about this creepy little boy that we used to babysit. I'm literally getting chills even thinking about this story, but let's get right into it. So we babysat this little boy every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning. His mom was a stay-at-home mom, and she had 3 different jobs, so she definitely needed help, and we helped her out and basically had her kid for 3 days straight. For starters, this little boy was around 5 years old and he wasn't nonverbal, but he never spoke around us. We never really questioned it because kids work in mysterious ways. And I'm really emphasizing the mysterious on this little boy. I have a really big thing for little kids and I love little kids and I would always try to play with him, but every single time I tried to play with this little boy, this is what I would get. The big eyes with the weird look on his face. I got a spray tan and look how splotchy my face looks. But back to what I was saying, it's fine, like kids are weird sometimes, right? Oh, at least he liked to watch TV. Oh, wait, never mind. He liked to stare at the blank screen on the TV. And if you tried to turn the TV on, he would look at you like this. Like, turn it off, bitch. I'm watching my blank screen. It would low-key creep me out a little bit because what in the world are you staring at a blank screen for hours on end before? Like, go watch some Coco Melon. Anyways, let's just skip to the most interesting part. It was a Friday night. I will never forget. My bad, I take that back. It was a Thursday night and I woke up around 3 a.m. in the middle of the night. So at this point, it was Friday. You ever have that feeling where you wake up in the middle of the night and you are dying of thirst? Well, I was on the second floor. This was in my old house. Anyways, I was on the second floor. I was feeling a little bit lazy. I was like, my legs aren't gonna work right now. I am in the middle of sleeping. But man, was I craving a juice box. I wanted one so bad, but we didn't have any. Reminder, we didn't have any juice boxes. At this point, we were too broke to afford juice boxes anyway, so I know we did not have any in the house. Again, emphasizing we did not have any. As I'm going to get up to go find something to drink, probably tap water because again, we had nothing. This little boy walks in my room with a juice box. I didn't think anything of it. I took this juice box and I'm like, the Lord answered my prayers. Thank you so much. I said, thank you. He walked out of my room. I'm drinking the juice box. As I finish the juice box, I set it on my nightstand and I pull the covers over me to go back to sleep. I pop up. When I tell you, I was like, one, where did that juice box come from? Because I know we are too broke to have any in the house, like I said. Number two, why is the little boy up? Why is he up? Why is he up? Number three, how did he know I wanted a juice box? Because it is 3 a.m. It is way past his bedtime because his bedtime was 8:45. 8:45 p.m. You better be under the covers if you are under the age of 10 years old in that house. At this point, I know what you guys are all thinking because I was thinking the same. I'm like, we have babysat this little boy for how long? He is like family to us. Let me go back to sleep and stop overthinking. It's 3 a.m. You know, the demon's gonna get me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Even after telling myself, Gianna, you are crazy, stop overthinking, I was still overthinking, so I went downstairs to see what he was doing and why he was up.
Go downstairs and he is asleep on the couch and I'm like, Gianna, you are insane. You are insane. You just imagined all of that.
As I'm walking back up the steps, my room is right here. Here's the bathroom. This is the hallway. All the lights in my room were on and a couple downstairs. The rest of the house was completely dark. I know I seen that little fucker. I seen him. He was in the hallway. He was not downstairs asleep, even though I just went downstairs and I saw him asleep. He was right there. I feel like I'm reliving it in my head. He was right there. He was right there. How did he get there? I don't know. I don't know. He teleported? I don't know. And again, what's going through my mind is it's 3 a.m. Crazy things happen at 3 a.m. So I go grab my flashlight. I shine it to exactly where he was and he wasn't there. So I'm like, I am not going to be able to go to sleep if I know for a fact he is not still downstairs sleeping. So I went downstairs to check if he was still sleeping on the couch and he wasn't there. He was not there. Let me just start calmly telling this story. I come back upstairs and he was asleep in my bed. I can't calmly tell it. That motherfucker was asleep in my bed even though I just seen him every which way of the house. At this point, I am bamboozled. I lock myself in the bathroom and I'm like, I'm just gonna fall asleep in here. And then I was like, never mind, I am not comfortable. I ended up going back into my bedroom and he's still sound asleep on. But now there's a new problem. My juice box wrapper was missing. As I am going to get back into my bed and lay right next to him and go to sleep soundly and forget about it all, he turns around because he was facing the wall and he said, I threw it away for you. That's the first time I ever heard that motherfucker speak. Literally the first time I had ever heard his voice, and it was the cutest but creepiest voice ever. My makeup looks horrific today, but let me know if you guys want a part 2 because it just gets worse. You guys bye, and now that I'm retelling the story, I'm probably gonna have nightmares tonight. I'm creeped out all over again.